All right, Josh, they're your problem now.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. I was waiting for some kind of audible confirmation.
That was the audible confirmation.
Uh, I was expecting the 3, 2, 1, but I wasn't paying attention.
You got to stay on your toes. I'm slippery.
Okay. Well, this isn't vampire. But something just as good. So we've played it before. We've played Dungeon Crawl Classics before, but we're bringing it back. We're going to continue a little adventure called the Gardens of Ynn. It is a procedurally generated dungeon in which the players basically have a dungeon that is being created as they're going through it. And there is no specific setting for it. Somebody asked me at some point what the name of the setting was, and I came up with the Warring States of Rathamir. I don't think we came up with a name for the city, but you all have names for your characters, so why don't you say those?
All right. So we each have 2 characters. I shall be playing Roderick Ironstar, the dwarven runt of his clan, who was employed as a rat catcher in the tunnels of his mountain home because they thought he was too weak to be a warrior, but he went out to adventure to show them. And also I am playing Father Thanatos, the cleric of Ahriman. I'm a chaos death cleric, and I'm not terribly good at it. And he hopes to start a cult one day, like his idol, every character Josh has played ever.
His idol is Modex the Asphyxiator.
That was a good tag.
Cool, man. Thanks for joining in.
Welcome. Adam, why don't you tell us who your 2 characters are?
Oh, I forgot he has a backstory. He was employed as a gravedigger in the army, and that is when Ahriman, god of death, revealed his glory unto him. Cool Imp, again. What the fuck is wrong with our sound alerts? There's new updating sound alerts, but we need permission. Son of a bitch. Bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see how that plays out for him. Honestly, people do this on Fiverr, and they get paid for this shit. I just make noises because I'm too lazy to update a plugin. I'm the world's cheapest whore. I'm done now. You may actually play the game.
Go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, I have 2 characters. One is called Baguette, or Baguette. I can't pronounce the whole name, but I put like. I
can't pronounce my character's name.
Yes, yes. There's like words which was.
You're like, yeah, I can't read this handwriting, but I think it's Baguette.
Yeah, because it was Baguette. Because like, oh, it's an Elven artist, and it's the most pompous. Elven, the thing I can think of. So
I'm pretty sure the joke told you to put as many apostrophes in it as possible.
It has like 3, because it has like bag, and then apostrophe U, apostrophe E, apostrophe TE. That is how it is spelled. And,
Tolkien's having a fucking aneurysm in his grave.
Yeah, but he's not great at anything besides maybe his luck. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. And then the other character was Serge, who is I guess a blacksmith. I don't remember much about him as well either. It's been a while.
Is he a warrior? Is that his class?
I guess I don't see the class title yet.
What's the big number, Adam? Is it strength?
Yeah, I have to do this because it's not that.
Hello, viewers. I swear to God, we've played this game before.
I think he's good at most everything. Like it's just his personality is shit, but everything was like plus 1.
Standard dude, bro.
So he's not the cleric.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what abilities does he have? And I can tell you what class he is because there's only 4 of them.
There's 7.
Do you have mighty deeds written on your sheet?
I don't see mighty deeds now. It's just like
spells.
Do not have spells now. I have a grappling hook. My weapons is a hammer, and then a warhammer, a longbow, and a polearm.
The spells.
Yeah, and I have yes, I am a warrior.
Okay. I was about to say.
Yeah.
I was like, no spells. He's not a cleric. I was like, did he write a thief? Okay. Tom lost his character sheets. Tom, who are your 2 new characters?
But I like to think that canonically we just lost Sap somewhere on the streets as he was continuing to stare at the sun with 400 gold in his pocket.
My new characters are my... Shit. Ah! Wait, what the fuck? What? All my tabs are all fucked up now.
Hello, viewers. I swear we played this game before. Hey! All right. I take exception to that. I was ready.
Okay, I have an elven artisan who what kind of artisan he is? Let's say painter. And they're actually, my characters are duos. And my cloth weaver, oh, I didn't even give him the name, my elven artisan's name is Doubt Athek.
So you got 2 elven artisans?
No,
hey, Uncle
one
Andy, how's it
elven
going? I confirmed
other-
last night that Analan Cairo is Uncle Andy. How you doing?
Andy. It is I. Not
The-
Paul Tinkerton.
No, Adam, go ahead. Keep interrupting me.
Shit! God damn it!
Cool.
I forgot to update the stream metadata. It still says vampire. All right, give me a second. I'm super bad at this. I guess I wasn't ready after all, Ani. I rescind my righteous indignation.
So you got an elven artisan and like a cloth weaver. Who? What class is it?
A thief.
Oh, a thief.
Yep, named Jibbick Russ.
Jibbick Russ. All right. So what do we got? We got a thief. We got an elf. We got a cleric. We got a warrior. I think you all will be okay.
I think we've got one of everything. We're missing a mage, but we have 2 elves, which will be alright.
That's like 2 elves makes 1 mage. So those of you not familiar with Gardens of Ynn, as I said, it's a procedurally generated dungeon. To recap what happened last time, our intrepid group of adventurers decided to explore a rumor about that they learned from a book. Basically, how to draw a door with chalk in a garden that would lead them to a fantastic realm full of treasures. And they were immediately beset upon by giant, angry, deathly aggressive peacocks. They barely made it out alive. I think that was the only physical encounter you guys had. You guys also had an encounter with, I think, a giant turtle with a forest on its back. But after exploring and wandering around for a couple hours, you guys realized that you needed to get the fuck out of Dodge. And you found a very delicate skeleton that shone like ivory. And upon picking up the bag of bones, pretty much, taking it back to an artisan back in the city of origin, you guys learned that you had found the bones to an ancient elven creature, basically an ancient fae, and were given a shitload of money for the bones, as a complete set went for quite a bit of money. And you guys now find yourselves, I believe, 300 gold richer for each character.
I have 433 gold, 33 silver, 15.5 copper on Father Thanatos. Oh yeah, that's right. Sap has the other half, and I have 445 gold, 33 silver, and 26 CP on Roderick.
Oh, careful with that acronym.
Oh, gotcha.
Adam, do you also have like around 400 gold?
Yeah, 433 or something like that. 443 gold, yeah. 33
Really?
silver, 11 copper.
Tom, I will say your 2 current characters, for a single sake of generosity, experience the same adventure that this group due to the arcano fuckery going on within the Gardens of Ynn. You guys went in with 2 people and came out with 2 completely different people, and as far as you can recall, Your set of memory with these people are the same. Tom, you can also take the 433 gold for your 2 characters.
It's magic, don't question it.
Already. Neato burrito.
Are you guys going to buy anything before you decide to go back into the gardens?
Yes, I would like to not die, please. So I'm getting banded mail for both my guys, which is +6. I know dwarves can use whatever the fuck they want. I think clerics are more restricted, right? Weapon-wise?
I believe so.
Cleric is trained the weapons used by faithful followers of his god, as shown on page 32. Clerics may wear any armor and the spell checks are unhindered by its use. Okay, I think for unholy, or for chaos clerics, axe any, bow any, dagger, dart, flail. Alright, well I guess I'm getting an axe. A big-ass axe of Ahriman.
Yeah, any mundane item you can probably find.
Trying to find
Do you have a copy of the book, Adam?
it. I know I had it somewhere, but I don't remember where.
It's on our drive-through.
That's what it was. I'm like, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we've
was
bought
there-
like 5 copies of this game between all of us.
Yes.
Is there anything you wish to buy?
What kind of things can I buy?
Pretty much any sort of equipment or weapons you can think of. I believe for elves, you cannot use standard equipment, so I believe you have to pay a little extra for mithril equipment.
I think he gets a free one, though.
Yeah, he probably has it on his character sheet, though, for... I should have started him with one.
An elf is trained in the use of dagger, javelin, lance, longbow, longsword, short bow, short sword, staff, spear, and two-handed sword. Elves often wear armor of mithril, even though it affects their spellcasting. Because of sensitivity to iron, elf characters are trained from early age with mithril weapons. Before they depart on a life of adventure, they have gained mithril equipment. At first level, an elf character may purchase 1 piece of armor and 1 weapon that are manufactured of mithril at no additional cost. Mithril armor wears slightly less than iron or steel of the same type. It weighs slightly less and can be worn by the elf without the pain normally associated with metal armors.
Well, my character sheet does not have one.
Well, you want to buy some right now?
Sure. Can I afford it?
Oh yeah.
You currently have 400 gold, so yes.
The best armor you can get is banded mail right now. That's like 250. And then I guess it depends on what kind of weapon you want. Probably gonna get a longsword for my dwarf. Not a very dwarven weapon, but it's a D8, so fuck you. I mean, not you in particularly. The royal fuck you.
I will say my elf will not wear any armor. He is wearing the finest garment weaved by his compatriot, Jebbet.
You're asking for it in DCC, man. I think you forget how deadly this game can be. Milton Braylor, how's it going? A sonic boom saxophone, +1 to charisma.
Boom.
Alright, well, is the human gonna buy anything?
The human would.
The Huivn.
Jack Huivn.
Jack Huivn.
He will buy the best bow he can get with as much fancy armor. Not fancy bows. Arrows. There's the word.
Were you about to say bow sticks?
No, I don't know what I was gonna say, but it was not the correct thing.
All right, you can get a longbow, which is 1d6, and cost 40 gold.
Josh, can I see in the DCC book there's a shotgun for 300 gold pieces?
What DCC book did you download?
I don't know. The only one that came up when I typed in DCC.
Adam, www.drivethrurpg.com.
I'm there. I logged in. The internet remembered my password. I typed in DCC into the search bar.
No, Adam, you cannot play a shotgun.
Type in Goodman Games.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, I'm getting a warhammer for the dwarf instead. Far more dwarven.
You don't want to just have him going out with the garrote?
3d4. Oh, it's 1/3d4. Interesting.
Can I pay extra gold to make my bow extra fancy?
With like fancy filigree?
What?
With like filigree and whatnot on it?
Yes.
Golden feathers and whatnot.
Yeah, if you want to spend your money on cosmetics, I won't stop you. I'll say there is a rather nicely I was about to say whittled, but basically a carved bow with like silver horn tips.
Tom's buying loot boxes.
But how many arrows did you want to buy?
Go with how much is it per arrow?
20 for 5 gold per 20, or 5 gold for a single silver-tipped arrow.
Oh, why'd you have to say it like that? I will get 20 silver-tipped arrows.
All right, that'll be 100 gold. Will you buy any normal arrows?
I'll buy like 5 normal arrows.
Well, it comes in packs of 20, so you can have 20 normal arrows for 5 gold.
Those are just for decoration, man.
I like how your human is basically the fantasy equivalent of those cartel members who buy the gold-plated guns.
Yeah.
With the I have money now.
Yeah.
What I really need is a gold-plated gun with the Virgin Mary on the stocks. All right, Adam.
I want to show people my status.
Does the elf have any weapons? Do you want to buy one right now? The first one you get is going to be mithril, so
I'll take a mithril staff.
Okay. First weapon you buy for that level 1 character is at cost, so that is 5 silver pieces.
Josh, what do you want to say? The what?
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
I found the armor at least. Let's see.
Yeah, the weapon should be right before the armor on page 71.
Yeah.
Josh, what does a dart look like in this world? Are we talking kunai? Are we talking like needles? How does it work?
We'll go with needles.
Needles? Okay. So I could conceivably carry 20 darts like in just like a little quiver-esque.
In a little leather pouch?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Does it tell you how much a mithril weapon is?
I think that's up to the judge.
Okay.
The judge.
I am Judge Josh.
Yeah.
Fear him.
Fear me, mortals. I'm surprised he did this of his own accord.
And also, so I'm buying javelins on the dwarf, so I can throw shit and also have my shield. What is the likelihood I'll be able to recover those javelins, or am I just they just go poof?
We can roll for it when it happens.
Okay.
How do you determine the AC in this edition?
10 plus agility plus armor. It's a simplified 3/5. Speaking of which, I have to recalculate that. Thank you.
Yeah. 2 plus 17. Yeah.
Oh, Tom, your human character is a thief, right?
Yes.
Was he going to buy any armor too? He can still wear leather.
Again? No.
Okay.
He already has fine clothes.
He's gonna do steel armor instead.
I'm going to buy a rope because I said, Samwise, you'll want it if you haven't got it. Well, I'm wanting it, and there's no time to get it. A chain for the Chaos Cleric because why not? I feel like you kind of need one. This is fun. I genuinely like loading my character sheets down with stuff that I have no idea how I'm ever going to use.
That's part of the fun, is figuring out how I'm going to use this.
I remember one time, I've told the story a couple times, where one of my first exposures to D&D was sitting next to a stranger on a Greyhound bus and just listening to him tell stories of his games. And he told me about his assassin, who he described as basically his group's Batman. So he always had like fucking grappling hooks and gadgets and shit. I was like, that sounds cool. So every time I look over an equipment list, I think of that guy.
You're like, what would Batman have?
How much gold for detective vision?
No.
For shark repellent.
I have, how much for Alfred?
Well, Alfred's salaried.
I can actually tell you, I think there's rules for hirelings. Or at least I think there is. Are they under equipment? Can I find it in document?
Quick, Josh, what does the holy symbol of Ahriman, Chaos God of Death, look like in this setting?
We'll go with the classic 7-pointed star.
7, not 8?
7.
7, I like it. Avant-garde. Truly, it is chaotic.
With a 4-horned goat in the middle of it.
Oh, that's dope. I like it.
How much do potions cost? Potion seller.
What was that, Adam?
How much do potions cost? Potion seller, if they're available to buy.
They are not available to buy. That is something you must quest for.
You cannot handle my potions.
No, can I handle the potions?
Yeah, they are only for the strongest warriors. And the potion seller considers you amongst the weakest.
It's only the guy that's serving to the sun that got the potions, right? Only him could afford it.
My potions are only for the strong. I was like, where actually are the descriptions of potions? It's like, check the spell, make potions. I was gonna say, I actually don't think that's like a low-level spell either.
Nah, magic is supposed to be hard to come by in this.
Unless you're an elf.
Well, I just mean in general, like magic items are not something that are just laying around. My dwarf has a large sack. Because I don't know what goofy crap the Gardens of Ynn are going to throw at us, man. Like, OSR dungeons are some shit, so I'm trying to, like, bring a little bit of everything. Hand-sized mirror. 10 gold! Holy shit! Whatever, I can afford it.
You can pay a premium to find out how ugly you are.
No.
Dude, finding that fucking she-corpse, like, just completely broke this game. We are not supposed to have this much money this early.
Oh, but no, it was randomly generated.
Well, if the dice have spoken. Okay, so I think I finished shopping. Mostly because I don't want to look through equipment list anymore. So, Father Thanatos has purchased a suit of banded mail, a hand axe, 20 darts, 10 feet of chain, a holy symbol of Ahriman, 3 torches, and somehow I had chalk. Oh yeah, I think I bought it last session. Roderick has purchased banded mail, a warhammer, 5 javelins, rope, a grappling hook, a small hammer, a large sack, and a hand-sized mirror.
Okay.
Alright, and then he's going to go to the inn and sleep for the next 2 weeks so he can actually heal.
Are you guys actually going to take some rest time?
We probably should.
Probably, yeah. Because I'm one of my characters at 4 HP, yeah. And the other one's at 8. Yeah. That's
Okay.
that's where I need Tom's character, though.
Alright, well, you guys are going to take some time off to R&R.
I vote that we sleep for the next 5 days.
Yeah, because you recover 1 HP per day, right?
You do. I mean, I can try healing us in shorter time, but Ahriman doesn't seem to like that. Or me.
He made you a cleric as a joke. It's one of those, like, Book of Job kind of situations.
I must prove myself.
Okay, how high of a quality of an inn are you all staying at?
Fuck it, we got money. We might die fucking in the next 5 minutes. I'll splurge for everybody. What's the expensive shit?
I'll say there's a very high quality tavern called the Golden Griffin.
All right. Well,
one week they'll give you a discount of we'll say 1 gold per person.
we're getting the weekly rate. Okay. So Father Thanatos, is it 3 gold for everybody for a week?
What's for? Oh, it's for everybody. Is it 1 per?
Oh,
person?
is it 1 per character?
Yeah, 1 per character.
Gomen Asari, senpai. All right. 6 gold on the table. Father Thanatos will stump up the bill just like the Egyptians. Please do enjoy yourself before our inevitable horrible maiming.
So you all spend a week at the Golden Griffin resting and recuperating. It is a rest well, perhaps not as well deserved. You all took a bit of an ass beating, but you didn't go very far into the gardens.
Heartless Halo, how's it going?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for being here. Sorry, Heartless Halo is a really cool person. So I should let you know we're not actually playing necessarily Dungeons and Dragons. We are playing Dungeon Crawl Classics, which is an OSR, Old School Renaissance revision, simplified version of 3.5 with some extra cool rules added in, like variable spells. It's actually really simple, and it's super fun. And it's extraordinarily lethal. If we all survive, I'll be very surprised. Sorry, continue.
Hence why everybody has 2 characters, like in the old days. But yes, fortune favors the fools, as you all perhaps spend the most luxurious week of your life at the Golden Griffin. Complimentary meals courtesy of the chef. Not much more expensive for the finest of wines and meads.
I paid 6 gold for this. This city sucks. Their economy is shot.
We're gonna mess up the economy with all their gold. We don't need it.
I will say the rest of the patrons do stiff you a bit, as you all are probably the less probably the least. You all are of the sort that have not been raised in the sort of wealth that most of the patrons of the Golden Griffin are of the caliber of.
They can suck it. I've got more money than their full households.
You're like, I found a skeleton. But yes, 5 days have passed. Your stay is up. What is the plan?
All right, team. Let's go.
I demand the time be spent in real time. We will come back in 5 days.
No. We'll meet you. We'll be back on the 17th, guys. Stay tuned. We'll be still alive until then.
As we rest and relax in real time.
I wish I could fucking fuck off for 5 days. All right, I say we go back to that racist wall and try to find more beautiful skeletons.
I forgot why you insisted the wall was racist, but I do remember that joke was made.
Because I drew a really shitty drawer, or a really shitty door, and it looked like shit, and it didn't work. And the elven artisan comes along and like sketches it beautifully, and it opens. So
No.
the wall only likes elves, clearly.
Not that it loves. It only likes elves. It only likes beautiful things, like myself.
Will your elven artisan be drawing the wall once again, then, Tom?
I suppose I must.
I will sort of unbidden just rest my hands upon his skull and feel for any crannies or divots. 9.5 out of 10. It's not bad.
So the elven artisan takes out the piece of chalk, sketches a beautiful, elaborate door on the wall of the city's public gardens. You all recall the ritual. You must leave the eyesight, or leave.
Game Master Eric, thank you for the follow.
Yes.
Also,
you,
let me square
you
that.
leave the area so that the door is no longer in your eyesight, and when you come back, a perfect replica of the door the elven artisan has drawn is there on the wall.
Well, who's first? 1, 2, 3, not it. No, it's weird.
Go first.
Sorry, what?
I'm too pretty to go first.
I will have my dwarf sort of just huff nonplussedly and turn the door to the Gardens of Ynn. Oh shit, we're being raided. Game Master Eric, thank you for the raid with a party of 9. We are Caffeinated Conquests. We are, I guess we're technically variety streamers. We usually try to play tabletop RPGs. Sometimes people don't show up and we have to do other things, like seeing how angry Tom gets at Golf with Friends. Right now, our main campaign... I do love it so, but as I said, most of my love is Schadenfreude. Right now, our main campaign is a Vampire the Masquerade V20 Chronicle, run with a mixture of LARP techniques and tabletop techniques to create a player-focused, emergent narrative where even I, the storyteller, don't know what's going to happen. However, tonight, I'm tired, so I bullied Josh into running DCC and the Gardens of Ynn.
And I am now generating the beginning of the dungeon.
Thank you absolutely for sharing the love. We could use all that we can get. Welcome, Raiders. How was your stream? How was the game? Do tell, pay no attention to the man rolling dice. We will fill the dead air for him.
Adam, quick, entertain literally everyone.
I gotta get my dice too. I'm like, oh shit, we do need dice for this. I have it right there. I'm like, shit, where's my dice? Like, oh, they're trying to head. I'm like, oh yeah, we do need dice. Yes.
Not a problem.
Those things.
Yes.
All right, Adam, quick, say something witty but also heartfelt.
We believe in you guys. You got this. Whatever struggles you're going through, you got this. Did that work? Yeah.
It was heartfelt but insincere.
Yeah.
How's that dungeon coming, Josh?
The dwarf walks through the doorway that has been etched in chalk. And he comes upon some steel frameworks eerily reminiscent of trees, but lacking in leaves and are spaced evenly. Hung from these, draped from tree to tree or suspended from branches, are a mandala-like network of strands of silk and a brilliant rainbow of colors. And mixed in with these frameworks that look like trees with these silk ribbons between them are also a series of just massive, what look like steel girders to a modern eye, that seem to have been the support for some sort of giant building that have just... The rest of the building has just been wretched by the hand of God, as it appears.
So we're in like this metal New Age art forest connected by streamers, and there's a giant twisted skyscraper in the center of this copse of metal trees.
The dwarf looks at like these metal girders and can probably kind of determine that it looks like it's the bones of a building that is just simply no longer here. Whatever wreckage might have happened from like a falling building just simply isn't there anymore.
It's the threads I'm worried about. So he sort of just takes a step in, immediately takes a step back out, turns to look at the others. I don't like it. Spiders. Probably spiders. Big spiders. Who's got the thief? You go scope it out.
Yo, I ain't no thief. You're the short one who can get places. I think you're the thief.
Acquisitions expert, whatever you'd like to be called. I'd like to know what's about to kill me. But I mean, if you seriously don't want to go first, like, I'll go.
My thief only has a bow.
All right, so Roderick Ironstar, shield up, warhammer in hand, will very cautiously begin making his way into the forest of trees, and Father Thanatos will follow behind. I will go next. I too would like to see the dwarf get maimed.
Alright, Chaz's two characters are stepping in first. Who's going in after?
I guess, Michelle, I'm gonna have, Baguette, and followed by, I forgot, the name is Goat. I don't remember the name was just Goat. I guess.
It's Surge?
Surge, yeah, Surge the Goat. Yes.
I forgot, your warrior is a sentient goat, isn't it?
Yep. Who somehow wills upon a warhammer.
What the fuck?
It's one of the creatures that survived the last battle. It is the strongest thing we have right now. with 19 AC. Yeah, so. Most powerful of creatures, the goat. Surge.
Tom, I assume your characters are pulling up the rear? So the rest of you see it now. It almost looked like metal trees that have been like evenly spaced, and from like what would be like the metal branches, there's like these streamers of like rainbow-colored silk stretching as far as you can see. They're at all levels. You can there are some of the streamers hang down to like your feet. Some of them are like chest level. Some of them are high up. But there's enough space that you could feasibly walk between them.
Tell me about these streamers. Are they Do they look like they're actual ribbons that somebody made, like they're wide and they're flat, or do they look more like strings?
Who's looking at them?
Well, Roderick would be in first.
So the dwarf?
The dwarf rat catcher, if that makes any sort of difference.
Why don't you roll under your intelligence?
You want under intelligence on a d20?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's not trained in this, right? Or he's not trained in any kind of like craft work or any kind of cloth-based craft work, is what I'm saying.
He is a rat catcher, my guy. So
Nope.
no.
I believe that's a D10 then.
Okay, so hang on. I know what you're doing, but you're crossing the streams here, and like game master to game master solidarity. You want me to roll under my intelligence, and because I'm not trained, you're giving me a D10.
Yes. Okay. Make an intelligence check in this case.
Okay, so I'm gonna use the D10. I
realized what I was doing.
Yeah. See, I got your back. Remember that when it comes time to maim the adventurers. All right, I help. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a nice kill.
Remember, he was the one that called you out.
No.
Yeah, give me an intelligence check with a D10.
All right, D10 plus my staggering intelligence of a +0 of Roderick. That's going to be a whole 8 there, Captain.
How are you investigating it? You're just getting close to it?
Looking at it in fear.
So being a bit skittish, kind of trying to look at the streamers, kind of like lazily kind of undulating in the wind.
Vancouver by night, how's it going? Sorry, go ahead.
It's a little hard to tell without pretty much getting up close to them.
I mean, I'm going to get within, like, bonking distance, because I'm probably going to have to fight in bonking distance regardless.
Without touching it or physically investigating it, it does look like it's woven in some manner, but it's difficult to tell whether it's natural or artificial.
It's woven, but it might be natural. Dwarf just shakes his head, mutters to himself, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Is there anything you do like?
Several things. Cozy fires, mead, quite fond of mead. I like this here hammer, this hauberk I got, bang, kind of nice. Giant spiders, weird woven, billowy things. I don't like it.
No go.
Don't you have a clothier that could look at these, Tom?
Yes, my thief.
Are you gonna?
No.
No pressure.
Okay. So
Oh wait, hang on. Could I have Father Thanatos attempt to detect magic?
He can go ahead and try.
He will taste them.
He's gonna try to taste it. No.
That's wait, hang on. It's plus personality, right? That's a +1. I might have actually done this spell. Let's see.
And Josh, I have look at my items for a baguette, and I have I guess in the notes, Mike mystical mask. I just have a description of provides bonus to stuff. What that was.
Ekim's mystical mask is a spell. You have to roll for it to see what the spell actually does. Wizard spells. Where the hell are cleric spells? Are cleric spells after wizard spells?
Yes. No, they're before, aren't they?
Well, I thought so, but then it just goes into, like, misfires.
Misfire.
Paralysis, protection from evil, second sight. Here we go. Level 1 cleric spells. Detect evil on a 12. Creatures of opposed alignment are potentially detected, as well as objects inherently dangerous in nature, such as traps and cursed weapons. Evil creatures receive a will save versus spell check DC to remain undetected by this spell.
Okay. And I will also say at this moment, you all can start to hear an ominous ticking ground coming from beneath the ground.
I like it. I like it.
Just a little.
What does the streamer taste like?
Give me a Constitution check as you lick it.
Gamer girl bathwater.
Yeah.
Is this a plus plus stamina check, or is it a roll under check?
This is a roll stamina check. Is it stamina in this one? I thought it was still Constitution.
Nope. Strength, agi, stamina, personality.
Oh yeah, you got. I forgot 3 5 rolls. Yeah. Give me a stamina check.
Okay, so roll up. 9.
9. Let me pull up another chart.
He's getting another chart, guys. We're screwed.
No. At the charts.
They actually have a lickin' shit chart in that book?
Not necessarily. It's just what happens when you did what you did.
Oh, neat. Roll D100 for cause of outright death.
How much syphilis have you gained?
So as the cleric goes up and licks the silk, it appears that his tongue gets stuck, and the cleric himself can feel his whole body get paralyzed as you all start to hear a rustling noise as these giant worm creatures start to descend from the streamers and roll initiative.
Are we doing character initiative or player initiative?
We'll do character initiative.
Okay.
Ooh. Is it plus in it? Yes, is it? No, I don't think so. It just...
It's plus agi.
Yeah.
I got 8 for the elf and a 10 for my teeth.
Or you're not a thief. Chaz, what did you get?
I got a 14 for Father Thanatos, and Roderick got a 3.
Adam, what did you get?
13 and 13. So do they roll off?
No, we'll figure it out.
You're gonna roll yourself off so hard.
I know.
So much rolling. It's kind of fun.
Rolling. What? Yeah. No, I see what the clip. Hell yeah. When licking stuff goes bad.
Never. Tongue first. That's my motto.
Yeah.
Ladies.
So two of these giant worms descend from the streamers, and the first up to react, Chaz, Father Thanatos. Why doesn't he give us another stamina save?
3.
3. He is still paralyzed.
Okay.
And we go down to Adam. Well, which one of your characters is acting first?
I'm gonna have the elf go first.
Okay.
Actually, I'll have the warrior, the sheep will bow at him. Yeah.
I thought it was a goat. Isn't that why you named it Surge, because of his goatee?
Tankin? Yeah, goat. Yes.
Well, you named the goat Surge Tankin? I don't get the reference.
The singer from System of a Down.
Yeah, he has a goat goatee. Yeah.
Oh, that is a reach. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm glad you enjoyed it.
That's what it was. But now I don't remember.
All right, Adam's Goatman Warrior is going first.
Goat man, I'm trying to figure out where the. He has the Warhammer somehow. I guess I'll look at the attack first then. Warhammer. Is in. I'm guessing 18 hits.
An 18 will hit.
Yes. And then the Warhammer is a D8.
Okay.
There's the D8. Oh, that's an 8 plus strength, right?
Yes,
no?
you had strength.
It's a plus 1, so 9 damage.
I was gonna say, it doesn't matter as you just bring your warhammer down on one of these little worms, and it just completely explodes with yellow viscera going everywhere. What's your second character gonna do?
Baguette shall also go up to it and to one of them and hit it with a longsword potentially.
Okay.
It's a 15 and the die, and there's no agility, so nothing. Yeah.
15 will hit.
It's also a D8. It's a 6, and don't have any strength modifiers, so just straight 6.
The second worm explodes.
Boom. Worm explosions.
And I believe DCC experience, it's 1 per encounter, right?
No, it is. You basically gauge how difficult the encounter was on a scale of 0 to 4.
Right?
0 to
0 to
4.
4?
Yeah, so you can absolutely decide to give us fuck all for that. We didn't learn shit.
I will give you all 1 XP for this encounter.
Father Thanatos learned not to lick things, but will he internalize it?
That's what
He was intelligent enough to learn that it hurt him, but is he wise enough not to do it again?
It might hurt less next time. Resistance.
This time I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is anybody else going to investigate their current surroundings at the moment?
Roderick is... I should have bought the damn sword. Can I attempt a mighty deeds of arms with my shield to cut my cleric free? Because I don't know when the fuck he's going to get out of this.
So you're trying to basically use the edge of the shield?
Yeah, edge of the shield, cut through the thing.
Yeah, why don't you, I will say roll under strength.
Roll under on a...
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm never going to find that D14 again. Oh, hey, there it is.
You found it again.
Well, this should be easy because I've been rolling fucking piss poor all night. That's a 9 there, Captain.
Under your strength, I'm assuming?
Strength is 16.
You managed to cut the silk string that was currently holding the cleric in place.
I will hoist Father Thanatos over my shoulder, and just continue muttering to myself, "I don't like it. I knew I didn't like it. Don't like it anymore now."
Adam, are your characters going to do anything right now?
You know, just examine the worms to see if there's anything inside that's worth looking at and taking.
What are their professions? Oh, one's a goat. What's the other one's profession?
It's a professional coat.
Yeah, it's a elven artisan.
Okay, elven artisan, why don't you roll under your intelligence? Yeah, just roll a d20, and if the number is lower than your intelligence, you succeed.
Not the modifier, right? It's kidding.
No, the actual number.
And the modifier is -1, so that's that'd be harder. Let's see. Nope, I failed. I got a 10.
Yeah. You can reasonably connect it. The worms are connected to the strand somehow, but not kind of. It's a dead worm boss. Tom, your character's going to do anything?
I guess I'll my property reacquisition will look around for any other things in the streamers.
Okay. so... Let me see. It feels against the spirit of DCC to give any kind of like perception check, but I will say as you're kind of looking through the streams, are you kind of like carefully going through them, or are you just kind of barreling through?
Just barreling through.
Just barreling through?
Yep.
Okay. Why don't you also roll a d20 under your dexterity?
D20 under my dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
Under my dexterity. You mean my agility?
Yeah, your agility. I'm sorry. I have to rephrase my terminology. I'm able to remember in my head, though, that there's no charisma, it's personality.
That's a negative. Wait, under, right? Under?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. We're good then.
Okay, you're just kind of like barreling through, ducking and weaving through these sticky strands. And eventually you don't come across anything particularly noteworthy other than what appears to be a silk cocoon with some bones sticking out of it.
Ooh, okay. Would I be able to make some nice clothes out of these bones?
If you can extract them from the silk cocoon from which...
I will try to do that then.
Okay. What kind of... do you have any kind of thing to cut it?
Okay, now while I did say earlier that Knife Thief only had a bow, but he also has a... The character sheet was made, or I guess generated with a dagger? Yeah. So yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me an attack roll.
That's a 6.
A 6. So you kind of get the dagger and you kind of try to cut through it, and the dagger just gets kind of stuck as the sort of aged silk cocoon that that you're trying to kind of stab through has kind of hardened a bit, and you don't really cut through it.
Any assistance? You guys like bones?
How's Father Thanatos doing right now?
Why don't you give me another Constitution check? I'm sorry, stamina save. 3-5 rules.
Is it Fortitude save? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's the same. Fucking 3.
3? No, he's still paralyzed.
His drool just soaks into the fucking thing.
Can we just slap him awake? You can't slap him to...
I don't think you can slap somebody out of like chemical paralysis at him.
You haven't tried hard enough.
Okay. You have one character left who hasn't done anything, Tom. Is he going to do anything?
Roderick will come over and try to assist. He'll just let the cleric fall into a heap. Unfortunately, I don't have anything edged on me. All the stupid bullshit I bought. A knife was not among them.
Edge on it.
I have javelins, but that feels like a reach. I got a hammer. You want me to whack him a bit? But bones might be easier if we break them.
Is the cocoon hanging?
Is the cocoon what?
Hanging in the streamers, or is it on the floor?
I will say it's fallen to the floor.
Okay, well then, there's nothing that my elf can or wants to do.
Okay, in that case, you all have 3 options. Would you like to stay here, go deeper, or go back?
Stare at the sun, man. 4th option.
That would be stay here, Adam. Last time we went deeper, we got those super scary peacocks. And
but you also got their feathers.
I mean, yeah.
He's gonna farm the feathers.
So here's the thing. I think, because this is supposed to be a dungeon, right? So I think, in a meta sense, what we're supposed to do is like dare the levels once we're at a certain level to match. That's usually how OSR dungeons go, is like level 1 characters hang out in level 1, level 2 characters hang out in level 2. I am down to go, but I would really like to have my cleric back, and the only character that can heal paralysis is currently paralyzed.
I mean, you are free to have somebody carry him for now.
Yeah, he's on the dwarf shoulder.
Okay. So what's
But
the
I
plan?
love that game.
The what?
Dwarf shoulder.
Oh. I get it. Alright, what are we doing, peeps? Do we want to farm level 1 or do we want to go deeper? I will reiterate that we have no heals at the moment.
They don't need heals. We have friendship.
I mean, truthfully, Father Thanatos didn't successfully get off a heal last time either, but
Yeah.
we don't have the potential for heals at the moment. I'm down to go deeper. It's up to you guys.
Yeah. Go deeper into the mines.
Deeper you go.
Into the deeper. Yeah.
As the quantum nature of the garden starts to generate itself as you go deeper.
Yeah, you just see reality warping. I don't like it. I don't like it. Warping reality. I don't like it.
Reminds me of my secondary education years.
College was a hell of a time.
Alright, somebody say something witty and insightful.
Never.
Even if we were to completely reverse all of climate change tomorrow, capitalism would have still done irreversible damage to nature by the sheer amount of forests and vegetation that we have cut down to make buildings and industrial parks.
That's why you plant more trees, or fly ice, like freeze the ice in your freezer and fly it to the North Pole. So that
You
way
said-
it doesn't.
You said fly ice, and for some reason my head connected like fly ice like a kite. Like, one, I don't think that works. Two, how does that help?
No, it's just a dumb thing that I remember seeing.
Daystra, how's it going, buddy?
Uh,
Glad you could make
the
it.
fancy trees, yes. The fancy trees of druids and druids. It was like a dumb thing that I remember someone talking about, like if they were sponsored by an oil company to try to, I guess, provide an ad for saving the earth that they're doing to freeze ice in a freezer, fly it on a private jet to Antarctica or the North Pole essentially, and just we're saving the earth, guys, putting ice back where it belongs. Just like a dumb thing I remember them saying that made me laugh.
Wait, was that like a serious campaign they were pushing? That sounds really stupid.
No. Like it was a parody of what they were saying. Essentially, it's a parody. If I did get money from an oil company to free reign of the oil company, just get a private jet and just freeze ice and then take it up to the north. I'm like, yes, that's so dumb. I love it. And thanks for the clip, Mazzy.
Problems when the character that can cure paralysis is paralyzed. Worst thing is he did it to himself.
Alright, Chaz, why don't you give me another stamina saving throw?
All right, come on, D20. I know you've got numbers bigger than 5 on you. 17.
17. Okay, as you all make your way out of the steel girders with these silk ribbons bedecked throughout, you all come to a series of rose bushes that have overgrown and have sort of turned into an absolute mass of thorns and brilliantly covered exotic flowers that
So
are just festooned and growing through them.
Is Father Thanatos back?
Yeah.
Alright. Sorry, continue.
Okay. Yes. And littered amongst the thorn bushes and the flowers are a just multitude of the corpses of these brightly colored birds. And amongst all of these brightly colored flowers, at the center of the mass, there is a single black rose that seems to be sticking above the rest.
Okay, well, the bushes are carnivorous. Father Thanatos would like to attempt to detect magic again. This time, I was going to say... okay.
Once again, you are presented the same three options. You can choose to stay here and investigate, you can go deeper, or you can go back.
Investigate first. Potentially, yeah.
I don't think we want to go too deep right now. We're still level 1, and this is DCC. The tank has 4 health. Max.
My tank has a lot more.
Okay, well then you can die first.
No, but it's goat. It's Surge the goat. You can't die. He's a legend. You know.
Didn't the goat almost die the last time you played him?
Well, he didn't though.
You ran him across a bridge into like some weird fucking demon, and he almost got his shit ate. Like you managed to make the luck throw for him to not die.
Sound like Surge is up to his antics again.
You win. What do you want to do, Adam?
Are you guys going to stay in this location then?
I'm going to stay in like I guess, yeah. Take a peek at the bushes.
Does the black rose look equally healthy compared to the other red roses, presumably?
As far as you can tell, yes, it looks to be a perfectly healthy flower.
Okay, Father Thanatos would like to detect magic again. Yeah, fuck it. This time I will smell.
Too bad he's allergic to pollen.
You know, honestly, I was considering that maybe there's some weird shit drifting and he gets paralyzed again. Oh, I wouldn't even be mad. May I, Josh?
Roll another stamina roll? No. I'm just playing. Give me the detect magic check.
17! Oh, plus my personality. 18! I gotta look at the thing again. Visibility, invisible companion, haste. What is that? HTG just subscribed. 47 months, you absolute madman. You madman, I say.
Once you get to 60, he's legally married to us.
Detect magic comes after detect evil. That's how the alphabet works. Ooh, with an 18. The cleric can determine exactly which objects or creatures are magically enchanted within range. He can tell if different weapons or items of equipment on a creature are enchanted and whether a creature that registers as magical overall does so because of its cloak, for example, or because of something inherent in its blood. Further, the cleric receives a rough gauge of the magic strength, revealed as the approximate level of a spell, the general range of bonus or plus for weapons or armor, and so on. Objects behind 3 feet of wood, 1 inch of solid metal, or 1 foot of stone are not detected.
Wait, what was the thickness again?
Looks like 3 feet of wood, 1 inch of solid metal, or 1 foot of stone.
Okay, and what's the range on it?
Good question. It says 30 feet or more. Cleric knows if there has been an enchantment laid upon a person, place, or thing within range. The range is a cone, 30 feet long and 30 feet wide at its end, emanating from the cleric's holy symbol.
So you can't quite reach to where the rose is, and as far as you can tell, there's no way to get close to that rose without basically walking through a multiple beds of thorns. But
what if I set it on fire?
You can absolutely try that, but also you, as you're trying to reach out, you kind of detect something a little closer in the bushes.
I detect something? So
you don't necessarily pick up exactly what it is, right?
okay. Do I detect anything? Because with an 18, it seems like I get some knowledge. Do I at least know if it's an item or a creature? If I can,
you can tell there's an item somewhere.
in the
Oh,
bushes.
well, you can tell where it is. You can feel an item, but you're not close enough to necessarily feel what's going on with the rose.
Good news, compatriots! There's treasure in those man-eating bushes. Someone go get it.
Baguettes will go over and because it has flaming hands, or what's it called?
Okay, I want to point out the fact, if you light this shit on fire, you could destroy the magical shit. You could destroy us also.
But it's also it's just man-eating plants. What else are we gonna do? Point poison on it? How do we? How do we get through this poison without burning it or something?
I mean,
or does anyone have?
I'm not going to tell you not to, right? I'm just saying it's extraordinarily risky. I'm not entirely certain worth it. HTG wants you to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
he's basically funding our entire operation.
Yeah.
What do you think, Tom?
I don't know exactly what's going on, man.
Well, see, that's the thing about OSR. You never know what's going on. You just kind of take a logical leap and see what happens, and it's kind of fun. I enjoy the mystery.
Good.
I think that Black Rose is 100% magic and probably valuable, but I don't know if it's good magic or evil magic. Does anybody know shit about flowers?
Well, I guess I'm an Elven Curtis, Elven artisan. What I know, potentially.
You
If
are
a negative one.
not an elven botanist.
Yeah.
Would Father Thanatos, as a grave digger and also a cleric of death, recognize any symbolism with that Black Rose?
Roll under your intelligence.
That should be easy. 2.
2. Okay. As far as you can tell, there's no sort of death magic you can immediately think of that has to do with roses.
Note to self: invent rose death magic. All right.
I'm familiar, but
Basically, if that rose has magic within it, or any kind of religious symbolism, it's not within the oeuvre of what you do.
Will you allow me, or rather, will you allow Father Thanatos to temporarily lend his hand axe to Roderick?
If he wishes to.
All right, I will do that. And Roderick is going to try and make his way forward, chopping away at the bushes, kind of like a machete in one of those jungle movies. And he's going to grumble the whole way. I don't like it. I don't like it. Dead birds, man-eating plants. Don't like it. Magic things, black flower. Don't like it.
So he kind of tentatively goes up, starts hacking at the plants.
That's the plan.
And the little flecks of thorns and dead leaves are kind of getting in his face and his beard, but the plants themselves aren't reacting as he's starting to cut through. Is he trying to cut away directly to the rose? Or is he trying to get to where Father Thanatos pointed something out?
I think Father Thanatos is more concerned about that item that's underneath the plants. So I want to see what that is first, and then maybe we'll approach the rose.
Okay. It takes you a little bit of time to carefully cut through the thorny rose bushes, and doesn't necessarily damage you, but when you get too close to them, they're nearly razor sharp as they kind of prick at your skin and draw little drops of blood. And despite a couple of nicks here and there, though, heavily festooned with armor as you are, you find a little, we'll say a good-sized wooden box that seems to have been nestled here and forgotten and is rusting a little bit.
Okay. With my 18 detect magic, can I tell if the magic is on the box itself or what's inside it?
It is what's inside it.
Okay. So the box itself should be safe to open unless it is trapped. I would like Roderick to examine the box. I am going to pay particular interest to the latch, the lock. I'm looking for anything that seems out of ordinary, like poison pins, anything like that. I'm also going to look at the seam of the box, the hinges. Is there anything weird happening?
No, it looks to be well crafted. It's a little rusted as though it's been here for a while. But as far as you're looking at, as you're investigating it, you don't really see anything. But why don't you... No rolls. As far as you can tell, it looks like it might be rusted shut a little bit. It might need a bit of prying to get open.
Okay. Roderick's got decent strength.
Okay, why don't you roll under your strength?
Okay, so what I'm going to do here, because I've run Tomb of Horrors and I know how this shit works, Roderick's going to get behind the treasure chest. And he's going to look at everybody like downwind of where the box opens, goes, you might want to step aside. I don't know what's going to happen when I open this, but something.
Step to the side, then slide to the left.
Alright, and I'm going to open this away from Roderick. 8. That is under half my strength. Call of Cthulhu would consider that an extreme success.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
I rolled under half my strength.
Okay. Yes,
Metagaming calling you out, Chaz. I am metagaming. I'm also playing fucking OSR, and that's part of the experience. I don't know. What do you think, Josh? Is it not?
I would say part of playing an OSR game is thinking as a player, not just as a character.
Boom! Validated for once in my life. What? But I mean, you're 100% right. I am metagaming. I'm just trying not to die. All right. Oh, he's rolling dice. I don't like it. I don't like it.
There are some little rusty flakes kind of pop up, but other than that, the box pries open.
When I see no torrent of arrows or gush of flames, Rorik will sort of tiptoe and look over to see what's inside.
It's a mimic.
Just eats his hand.
Yeah.
Snapshot.
It's like, yeah.
You are dead now.
Inside is a very well-crafted, almost blue-tinted short sword.
Oh, I like this.
Kind of a wide, flat sort of blade on it that almost tapers to a bit of a... It doesn't taper, it goes straight up and it kind of sharply turns into like a triangle. Or to a point.
Roderick will reach up, take the sword,
Green.
feel its weight, give it a few test swings.
Okay, and give me a quick moment as I finish rolling everything else for it.
Wait, this is blue. I'm giving you the blue lights. The blue lights.
Dabba dee dabba die. Tom,
Yeah.
was that Eiffel 65 documentary you watched by chance called Now Listen Up, Here's the Story? Because if it's not, I will be incandescently angry.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It was just a YouTube video.
Oh, I'll look it up then. So what are we going to do about this sword? I'm not like... I don't want to lay claim to it. I mean, if it's cool, I'll take it, but does anybody need a short sword?
Nah.
Yeah. Is it magical of any kind?
It's apparently some kind of fucking magic, man. He's doing his fucking SAT scores over there in the corner trying to figure out how.
Can Baguette have the sword? For he uses the swords.
I have a decent hand axe. I don't mind parting with it. What weapon does Baguette have?
It's a long sword,
I would
though.
also point out Baguette is an elf.
Yeah.
Well, is the sword iron? And does magic affect the same way?
That's a good point.
Because I know in other OSR games, elves can use magic and they don't really give a fuck. But other OSR games also don't have the mithril rule. So I guess it's up to you as judge.
I will tell you in a second.
I mean, he can still have the sword. It just screams every time he holds it.
It's just an emo sword.
This is my cursed sword. I don't think the sword is cursed. It is a cursed sword.
I pull out the Chevy, just. You can use it as a bod, as a heavy metal singer for the band.
HCG says every fifth swing the sword explodes, doing 20d10 to all around it. Honestly, in DCC, crap like that can happen.
The Isekai sorta. I battle cry. Oh,
Oh boy.
Okay, this is the magicest fucking sword that ever magicked. He's still rolling dice, guys.
I didn't know fucking they exploded.
No, it's the it's the one of many. It's the sword of many things. It's just the what's called the thing's called the Swedish thing. Yeah, what do they call it? Fuck. What's it? The Swedish thing.
If you roll a nat 1, the sun dies? No, that's Merkborg, dude. Yeah, Merkborg, unironically, has rules for the apocalypse. It's kind of metal.
Well, once again, you guys just seem to get lucky.
Just stupid dumb. We're gonna get fucked. You know what's gonna happen, right? Eventually the dice are gonna turn on us.
But not this day. This day we get the legendary item.
I know there's nothing more exciting than dice rolling, but...
Honestly, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I want to find out what this thing does.
No. It's a Swedish knife of swords.
Adam, what is with the Swedish thing you keep bringing up? I don't get it.
Also, the Swedish fucking
What's Swedish?
the multi-tool thing, yeah.
I think you're thinking of a Swiss Army knife, Adam.
Yes, that's the one. Yes, yes. That's the one.
So I don't know if you could technically call the Gardens of Ynn homebrew. I guess it's technically indie, right, Josh? Like, what do you know about the publishers?
It was they're actually doing a republish. I think they had a Kickstarter for it pretty recently. It was independently published by... Yeah, and this kind of dungeon is called a depth crawl. And so it's actually invented by the person who wrote this, Emmy Allen. Done by Dyingly Stylish Games, so it is an independent publication. It's technically not for DCC, it is OSR, which DCC RPG falls under OSR. So you can actually get this, and if you play a different OSR system, it's still system agnostic in the sense that you could use it for just about any OSR system.
No, that'd be funny. Even though I don't know how to spell Swedish, I was thinking of something else, another country. Sweden.
So is the sword finished magicking yet?
No.
I'm sorry, guys. I think I just ended the session. Adam, you're right. We should have burned it.
No, it's the Swedish army sword.
Fury John, long time no see, dude. Welcome. When people mention Sweden, I also think of something else. What else do you think of? Can we get a Swedish Army katana held by Adam on a shirt? That's I'm telling you, man, we gotta get the Adam merch going. Adam, what sort of Adam themed merchandise would you like to see?
Like the only one is like the damaging triangle. I don't know, it's so dumb. But that or like just a shirt of all my quotes, my dumb quotes.
No, Adam, you gotta think about how to monetize this. It's one quote per shirt. All right, if they want diamond-shaped triangles and I've been living all my life, they buy 2 shirts for that.
And I bite him in the dick. That's the limited edition. There's only going to be one ever.
Homo to the extreme.
Yeah,
Streamlabs makes it super easy. I'll have to look into that. First and foremost, I gotta get us a fucking Nightbot. I've been wanting to get us a Nightbot for years, and I've just never actually done it. Okay, that's a bald-faced lie. First and foremost, I gotta fix the fucking sound alerts.
All right. So Chaz, as you pick up this blue, almost steak-like looking short sword, the blade itself seems to glow with a red light, as you almost feel hatred coming off of it.
You can have it, Adam.
yes.
And you can almost you can literally feel your hand start to bleed as you're holding this thing.
It's Muramasa. It's the cursed sword.
So,
Yeah.
but no idea
Wait,
what it
wait,
actually does besides hurt.
But
For you
the goat
personally, did what you roll on the detect magic tell you that it would tell you what kind of magic item it is, or what the magic item does?
Let's see, because I'm honestly not getting much better than an 18 anytime soon. Oh, I also forgot to add my Claster level, so that's technically a 19, but I think it's the same thing. Oh, hey, cure paralysis. I guess I didn't have that spell. Cleric can determine exactly which objects or creatures are magically enchanted within range. He can tell if different weapons or items of equipment on a creature are enchanted, and whether a creature that registers as magical overall does so because of its cloak, for example, or because of something inherent in its blood. Further, the cleric receives a rough gauge of the magic strength, revealed as the approximate level of a spell, the general range of bonus or plus for the weapons or armor, and so on. Objects behind a bunch of wooden shit are not detected.
Oh, so you get an idea of what it does.
Yeah, but like it doesn't. So it doesn't give me a specific idea of effects. It gives me an idea of like the plus values and like how powerful the magic is.
So is Roderick walking with the sword, making his hand bleed, or is he dropping it?
So I picked it up. Swish, swish.
Blade starts glowing red.
And my hand is
You feel
bleeding.
hatred coming off of it, and your hand is bleeding.
Does it do any damage though? Or
If it does
I will say
one,
you take 1 HP of damage.
I'm 25% dead, guys. I mean, if this thing hurts me, I'm probably like reflexively gonna and drop it back into the chest.
Okay.
All right.
Are you taking it back to your compatriots?
Well, I'll pick up the chest. Well, it's evil. I might like it. I'm confused. So, but seriously, what are we gonna do with the sword?
do we should then at least to see if you can sell it?
Well, no. One of it's a magic fucking sword, dude. And we're level 1. Like one of us should have this. And I kind of want to. Assuming it doesn't immediately kill me, I kind of want to bop a few things with this just to see if I can figure out what it does.
Swing out the plants, and there's still any left.
I don't know if that'll function. So I guess, Tom, none of your characters want this?
No, sir. That thing is ugly.
I feel like one of us should have this.
Adam, does your elf still want it?
Yeah, the baguette can. I'll have it. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
No, here's the question though. Here's the question: how is the armor rule gonna affect his elf?
The armor roll?
Armor rule.
Armor
For the iron.
Oh, iron?
Like, can he use
I will
it?
say the sword is not made of iron.
Okay. So if you want it, I will yield it to you.
I'll take it then. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
as
think before I damage it.
sword, he will see there are elven runes on the blade of the sword.
Do not touch.
Can I read what they say? Yeah. Or
What's your intelligence?
a 7.
So it's at a -1.
Yep.
I believe that technically means. This is one of those things where, like, does the elf speak Elvish? Because technically, at a -1, he only has Common as a language.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a rule in DCC.
My elf can speak elf.
Would your elf be willing to read what the blade says?
He'll read it, but he won't tell us.
As long as I don't have to touch the thing.
I'll walk over to it, like leaning on my arm, and just show it to him.
So you pick up the blade, and it kind of starts to glow red, like it's getting hot, but it's not burning you. And you kind of feel an emotion of, I will say, determination coming across you as your eyes kind of cross over the dwarf.
Oh, well, it seems to like you. At first level, an elf automatically knows Common, the Elven racial language, and one other language. An elf knows one additional language for every point of int modifier. Additional languages are randomly determined as specified in Appendix L. So you could absolutely roll and not know Elvish, I guess. But so it's. I guess it depends on how you read that, Josh. I would assume that he gets to pick one, and then for every bonus to int, he rolls for another one.
Yeah. Are you going to take Elvish, Adam?
Oh, hang on, no. At first level, an elf automatically knows Common, the Elven racial language, and one other language. I don't know how I missed the most important fucking part in the paragraph. Somehow I did.
Okay, Adam, you do speak Elvish in that case, in which case you can note that the runes on the blade say Heart Striker.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And the magic man, or the cleric man, the holy man can tell you it's a +1.
Indeed.
It is a +1!
Short sword, but it's still better than...
It does. The detect magic did tell you what the bonus would be, right?
Yeah. I get a vague idea. It could be a +1, could be a +5. Somewhere in there, I'm sure.
It's a short sword, or is it a long sword?
It's a short sword.
Yeah.
So I believe a short sword is
So
1d6.
you're free to draw your own conclusions, but the sort of general thing you're getting off of this blade with the detect magic is it is meant to destroy something, or at least a particular kind of something.
I wonder what it could be.
The hearts of its enemies.
It's an anti-dwarf sword. It's a sword of dwarf slang. So what do you tell Roderick it does?
See, now you can call something racist.
Because I don't know how much you find out about a weapon when you get it.
Probably nothing. That's up to you.
I believe you're probably going to have to figure out how to use it, but there have been quite a few context clues at this point about what it might do.
What was it called? The Heartbreaker? Heart
Striker.
That's right here.
Can you imagine if I was a more selfish person, just gritting my teeth through the sword that hates me? No fucking idea that's an elf sword.
I was like, stab yourself. Like, I just critical damage every time. Was there anything else? Was that at the end of the pile, or was there anything else that we?
All that was in the chest. We're going to have to start another round if you guys wish to stay here, or you all can go deeper or go back.
Can we still check out that black flower?
You absolutely can,
All right.
but that will count as a turn.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Drink the flower.
So once the sword has been retrieved, you all hear a sort of grinding noise underneath the earth. As more of the steel girders that you all saw when you first walked in to the Gardens of Ynn start to kind of just as they pop up through the earth. How about everybody rolls under their decks real quick?
You mean agility?
Yeah, agility. Sorry.
No, find your decks, Tom. No cheating.
I'll show you my dicks.
Did anybody fail the roll?
It's under. Wait, it's under. Is it a D10 rate or is it?
D20.
For the first time in my life, I'm grateful I rolled 2 2s in a row.
I did not fail.
Both of mine failed.
You get shot off in the fucking
Yeah,
distance.
both your characters take 1 bludgeoning damage as one of the steel girders kind of fucking whacks you in the head as it pops up.
Hi, Mai. How's it going?
Yeah.
But once the rumbling ceases, it seems like no more of these steel girders are popping up through the earth.
You can bludgeoning.
Alright, who's doing what?
We're all recovering from our. I guess the flower's still there though, right?
Yes, the black flower is still in the center of the thorny garden.
So Roderick hacked his way to get to the chest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Father Thanatos now close enough to try and wing that flower with detect magic?
No, it's quite a bit of ways away. You can see it, but it's a bit of a ways away on top of a... It's almost like not a hill, but a bit of a mound towards the center of the garden.
Alright, so I'm going to have Roderick continue hacking through towards the flower, but he's going to do so slowly, right? And as he does so, he's going to be very careful to listen, specifically for things moving under the bushes and things moving under the ground, because we're getting girders shot at us. Gaming goes well. This is super fun. DCC is always a good time. I like OSR gaming. I like the... What is it? Edge of my seat seems like a weird term for a turn-based RPG. However, that the idea that my character could go at any time and I have to make proper decisions and play well, that to me is exciting and fun. That's something I don't get playing 5th edition.
Can we use the short sword to chop through the vines potentially?
So
Or
you're
is
going to
that-
try going up there with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been finding a new sword. I gotta use it. But is the sword gonna attack the dwarf? Is the question.
We'll go with Roderick first. So as Roderick starts to approach the black rose trying to hack it away, it almost seems not like anything shooting up out of the ground, but that the rose bushes themselves are kind of trying to push together to defend against you grabbing this thing. As you take 5 HP for Roderick.
Ooh.
Oh, dwarf's
And,
dead, guys.
Baguette is going to take 1 damage.
It must be fucking nice. Is there negatives in DCC?
I need to double check. I think there is a save I think it's only level 0 characters that die immediately.
Yeah, I get 1 turn per level, so unless I get healing, which means Roderick gets 1 turn, I know that. And then if he heals, he's fine. If he doesn't get healing, I have to roll under luck. And then if I roll under luck, he survives. If I roll over luck, he's fucking kaputskis.
Okay. So is Father Thanatos gonna try to? So Adam's character makes it to the rose. Is Father Thanatos gonna kind of try to run in to save the dwarf?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh dear Aramon, please spare this filthy, unworthy dwarf the pleasure of your company for a mite longer.
Father Thanatos takes 2 slashing damage.
Father Thanatos has more hit points than Roderick. That's not so bad. That is going to be a 17 on lay of hands. However, I've committed a sin against my god, and my fuck you number has increased by 1.
Yeah.
I don't know if the judge can apply any other penalties for making a deliberate sin, because I a chaotic cleric healed a lawful character. I'm not opposed to do that.
Yeah. No, we'll do the minus of the rules right now. Adam, Baguette's currently at the Black Rose. What's he gonna do?
Wait a minute, how the fuck did he get to the Black Rose?
Huh?
I'm not dead.
Okay, I mean, fair point, but still, fuck you.
Tom, are your characters trying to do anything?
No. Why would he?
Watching these idiots run into bladed roses?
Yeah, that thing is too beautiful to her. Why would they want to break it?
Alright, well, Baguette's at the Black Rose. What's he gonna do?
Doing the elven thing and taking credit for other people's misfortunes and pull the rose out from its stem and sniff it.
Oh, that's right. I roll fucking hit dice for this. So I think a dwarf's hit die is what? Is it a D10 or a D12?
Adam, I will say as you smell the rose, it smells delectable.
Eat it.
Like a fine wine. Yeah. If it was the goat, it would probably would eat it. That's why the goat didn't go up there.
Roderick's at full health.
Okay.
Yes.
So the bladed rose bushes don't disappear, but they do seem less aggravated.
That's not true. Yeah.
So wait, what happened with the flower? Did you pick it?
I picked it up. Yeah. I sniffed it and it smelled delectable. I'm gonna go back over to the other elf and what is this rose you're so interested in? Do if you can tell me.
Oh, this thing's evil. This thing's like Stormbringer the flower. You might as well just fucking summon up Ariok right now.
Blood and souls for my Lord Ariok.
I put the rose in my mouth and I just carry it like fucking.
Would that be buds and soils?
So you're gonna hold on to the flower?
I guess, yeah. But right now, I'm carrying it in my mouth like.
Does anybody else have anything to say about it, or is that how he's gonna? Is that how it's gonna go?
I mean, he can fucking handle the evil fucking death flower that almost killed my dwarf. That's fine. Good night, Ani. Have a great night.
Are you actually putting it in your mouth, Adam?
I'm putting like the stem of the rose, like what's the dude's name?
Okay, take it from somebody with experience. Maybe don't eat strange things in the Gardens of Ynn. It seems to go bad.
So you're just gonna hold it in his mouth though, like what's the dude's name from fucking?
You're thinking of Tuxedo Mask.
Tuxedo Mask, yes. My job here is done, and just holding the rose in his mouth sideways.
Okay. Adam is holding onto the rose in his mouth.
Does it taste it like anything?
Well, as your mouth starts filling up with blood.
So the stem itself doesn't really seem to taste like anything other than that bitter plant taste when you put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
But the smell of the petals itself are enticing.
Is it a black rose or what kind of rose?
Black rose.
Hell yeah. I'll just carry it for now. Hopefully, take it to a place to sell it. To a rosary.
To a rosary.
Yeah.
I don't think religious accoutrements tend to spend much on flowers.
All right, go ahead and make sure you write down the black rose to your inventory.
Yes, that I get.
So we don't know what this does. Did Tom's elf look at it?
He can look at it if he wants.
Yeah. Didn't the other elf already look at it?
There is no other elf. There's Adam
Oh,
elf
really?
and your elf. I'm not an elf.
Yeah.
I'm the dwarf.
You're the wizard, though.
I'm the cleric. I'm the cleric and the dwarf. You were both wrong on both counts.
Well, you're both magic if you guys want to try looking at it. But I think you'd have to cast some... At this point, you can clearly cast Detect Magic if you want on it.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic. Oh, fuck me. That is a 21, Captain.
Badass. What's the total? What does a total spell give you then?
I gotta look it up in the book. Cure Paralysis keeps popping up. I really feel like it's taunting me. The cleric can determine exactly which objects or creatures are magically enchanted within range. In addition, the spell reveals creatures of non-mortal origins, e.g. extraplanar creatures, demons, devils, celestials, undead, etc. The cleric can distinguish between magical creatures and non-mortal creatures. He can tell if different weapons or items of equipment on a creature are enchanted, and whether a creature that registers as magical overall does so because of its cloak, for example, or because of something inherent in its blood. Further, the cleric receives a rough gauge of the magic strength revealed as the approximate level of the spell, the general range of bonus or plus for weapons or armor, and so on. Objects behind the same distance of wood or stone or metal are not detected.
So what did you get that's extra from the last time?
I don't fucking know. I guess I can better distinguish between creatures of non-mortal origin. Is the flower alive?
The flower is not alive. I mean, it's alive in the sense that it's a living thing, but it's not sentient.
Gotcha. Well, that's...
The sword, on the other hand, is lighting up like a beacon.
Oh, neat. Good luck with your friend there. Also, the flower probably safe to eat. I don't know. It's not alive.
Well, I pulled it from the ground. It's not alive anymore.
It has to be alive. It is a flower, after all.
It's not alive in a way that matters.
You don't have a vase to put it in to keep it alive.
Chaz is a priest. When does he fail at beating an old woman to death? I don't know. He hasn't rolled old woman in the book yet.
It hasn't come up yet.
Oh, with their -1 strength, your healing damage. No.
Spell read count 4. So that kind of happens a lot in this game. When you cast a spell, you make a spell check, and the higher you do, the better the effect of the spell. So it becomes necessary to see what you actually get when you cast a spell.
Oh, and there is definitely some powerful magic going on with that rose as well, though.
Cool. You can put it in his front pocket then, and just wait to see what happens.
See, if it smells delectable, so there's two situations. Either you're supposed to eat it, or it's evil and you should definitely not eat it.
Yeah, or it attracts a monster because it smells delectable.
True.
Either way, I'll be the.
So you could be screwing yourself over either way. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
we can like take it back. Is the city?
When the rose is starting to wilt.
Oh, fuck. Eat it, Adam. Eat it. You can always roll another character. You got the goat.
Oh, I'll eat it then. Yeah, have baguette. Eat the rose.
So as you all watch the elf kind of hold the flower in his mouth and eat it,
Dead.
you see on his hand a tattoo of a black rose just kind of starts to pop up on his skin, And Adam, your HP permanently goes up by 1.
Yeah, no Koopa.
You all have decided to give Adam everything magic this session.
It didn't like me.
That was random. The flower, on the other hand, was not. It's about midnight, so that should be a good point to stop it.
Okay.
I would say that's at least worth another 1. Somebody almost died. You guys can take 2 HP.
Somebody almost died cutting the grass.
Yay, 2 HP.
Are we doing a vote for a bonus? If not, that's cool.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't have the chat open, so you'll have to tell me what everybody else votes for.
Okay. So if this is your first time here, because we did have raiders, we have a tradition at the end of our games that we like to vote for whatever player we liked the best, and they get 1 bonus XP. It could be any player for any reason. We do make sure to try to give the reason, because it's like a little pat on the back. And also, if you're seeing this on YouTube, because I'm starting to upload YouTube videos again, you can play at home. So let us know who you liked, and I guess Josh will decide if that's worth an additional XP. I don't know.
Adam is magical.
Chaz for risking the character's tongue. Tongue first, in all aspects of life. Chaz because rarely get to vote for him. They're not wrong.
Chaz, who are you voting for?
I'm gonna vote for Adam for not bitching out when he saw the super evil sword that hated me, and now he's got a cool sword. Sometimes fortune favors the bold.
A cool sword that hates you. Adam, who are you voting for?
I'm gonna vote for I guess Charlie for doing all the hard work and just letting me do the last bit of cleaning up the roses.
My vote's Charlie just cause. Pity votes are my favorite. They're the ones I can always get.
Yes.
I will vote for Charlie as well for tongue punching himself to relatives.
You almost lost 2 characters today, Chaz.
No.
The cleric didn't die, that I know of.
Well, look up the Adam. I wish I was lucky Mazzy, but luck isn't on my side most times.
Luckily, rolling characters in DCC is super fun, so I wouldn't be terribly sad if I lost these guys, because I'd want to find out what I get next. But I do like these characters, so I'd be a little disappointed. Plus, they have magic. They have fucking armor of the gods. That's how you can tell we're playing DCC. Is I have mundane fucking armor that's not even the best in the game, and it is of the gods because I'm not wearing my friggin' T-shirt anymore. Well, I'm not seeing. Did Adam vote? Oh yeah, tongue punching my cleric to sleep.
If nobody else is voting, Chaz, you got it with 5 votes.
I will take it. Do I choose which character to give it to, or how does that work?
Yeah, I'd say pick which character.
Okay. Most of the votes look like they're for Father Thanatos, so I'll give it to Father Thanatos. That seems
We got 2 XP right for this session.
Yes.
We're at 15 now.
I thought it was
17.
We might have gotten
16,
3.
Yeah, so at 16 is the base.
Yeah, you start off at 10 for being level 1. Most of you guys had 13 from last time, and I gave you 2 more right now, so you should be at 15.
But we had one
Oh
more
yeah, I
for
gave
the
you one
comment.
earlier. Yeah, you should be at 16.
Yeah, 16. Yeah. Perfect. Need a burrito. Fresco frijoles.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out with us and watching us play a little bit of Dungeon Crawl Classics.
Is there any suggestions on who we should raid?
I do not have anybody in particular.
The person I was watching that was doing deity is already gone.
Let's see. Caffeinated Conquest viewers also watch Blackout TTRPG, so let's give them a raid, shall we? I know nothing about these people. Their thoughts are their own.
But y'all stay caffeinated. Keep the word.
But thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah, DCC is always super fun. I do
Yes.
super enjoy when we get to play. Thank you for running, Josh.
I like playing it as well.
All right. If you ever actually want to like play, let me know because I wouldn't mind running it.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks for everything tonight, guys. Thank you, players. Thank you, Game Master. Thank you, chatters. Tom, did you enjoy yourself today?
Yeah.
Glad to hear it. All right. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night, y'all. So.
All right, peace.